Feel Frenzy here, and welcome to my series where I go through and complete as many retro games from the PS2 era and before as quickly as possible. Here we're playing Timesplitters on the PlayStation 2, where we travel through certain time periods to collect various items and get them back to the spawn point. Simply put, the whole game is pretty much a search and retrieve mission. First level here you can see is called Tomb, set in 1935 in Egypt, where we're going through a temple to retrieve a certain cross and bring it back. As we enter the tomb here you can see we're taking on many enemies, all with various different weapons for the designated time period. To be honest, I really struggled with this mission, the first one. Getting used to the retro controls, it has sort of an auto aim feature. Working our way through the level, lots of these enemies jump out, hidden around corners. And being an older title, the difficulty is quite difficult compared to today's games. As you can see here, our first enemy that can't kill by just shooting it. These enemies, which you'll see right throughout the game, require a headshot. So in this first bit here, this is the first relic that we need to retrieve. What we have to do in this is simply get in. As soon as you grab this item, a load of different enemies spawn, and as you're trying to get back to the safety point, they keep spawning everywhere. Different types of enemies, they come at you fast and they do a lot of damage. Sometimes I find the best way to do is literally just shoot and run. Here we are on the second level. You start off with a pistol. This level is Chinatown, set in the 1970s. A load of agents are in a particular Chinese building, very similar to what it doesn't say it, but they look like they're triads. I'm guessing that's what this is all based on. As we make our way into one of the pickups you can get in this game is body armour. Trust me, it comes in really helpful, especially in the later levels. So working my way through the level, making our way down here, you can see people just popping out of everywhere, surprising you around corners. You barely see them most of the time, and all of a sudden they're there. Loads of damage they do. Thank God for the health pickup there. This next bit was a tough area in this level. It's the kitchen area. At least 8 enemies are in there. Really tough part to get through. I believe playing it, I must have died at least 6 times. Made our way to the lowest point in level, and there are the documents we need to retrieve on this one. And again, as soon as you pick it up, flooded with enemies spawning in. On to the third level. This one's called Cyber Den. This is where we first get our enemies, with lots of elevation, lots of hidden spots. Definitely a bit more advanced this level. Again, another difficult one in the early days of PlayStation 2 first person shooters. You see, we get the hang of it. A lot of enemies come from above in this level. As we make our way through there, you can see we picked up the disc that we needed, and again simply grab the item and run as quick as we can to the end, avoiding enemies if possible. Onto the 4th level, village. Great level this one, set in a village which looks like there's a plague or people taking over. You can see all them mutilated in there. Again, another level, run, grab the item, get back to the spawn point. The item there looks like a holy relic, quite apt considering what the level's like, and getting that back to the spawn point. Fifth level here, it's called Chemical Plant, set in 1985. Again, another search and retrieve mission, as the whole game is. Quite simple this one, run through, grab the item, take out the enemies, get back to base. New enemy found here, and from all the levels going forward there's a few of these. This is a turret. Can quite just see it moving around there, but trust me, you walk in front of that, that drains your health. This guy here caused me a lot of problems, hiding in the window up there. Many a time I walked through there. Must have died 3 times to that guy. There's the item I need. Quite easy this part. Grab the item, just got to drop back down there and run to the spawn point. But again, as soon as you grab the item, enemies spawn. Next level here, Planet X, set in 2020. Same as every other mission, go to retrieve an item. Difference in this one, the exit point is in a different location. As for the levels going forward from here, all the exits will be in a different location. See here, brain in the jar that we need to pick up for this level. As soon as you go near it, enemies spawning absolutely everywhere. This one was definitely a tough one to retrieve. Onto this mission. This one was definitely the hardest one of the entire game. Took it multiple attempts, and 90% of the enemies here all must be killed with a headshot. This is the mansion, 1965 it was set in. The problem with this mission is all the enemies have to take specific shots to kill them, namely headshots. Lots of hidden corners, lots of hidden rooms. Really difficult mission. Thing is, with the older controls, it's a lot more difficult to do the aiming in this. It has an auto aim feature which aims for the body, but if you want to do headshots, you have to generally hold down, I think it was L1 on the control, and rather than it just moving the whole screen, it just moves the crosshair about. A really old way of doing it. Moving into the kitchen, this area, lots of hidden corners, lots of enemies hiding upstairs, round corners, all of them carrying shotguns in this, so if they get you at close range, absolutely drain your health. As you can see here, when you just want to go for a pickup of a health pack or any extra ammo, always a trap in this level. Another turret enemy in here. This time it's the deer heads that are on the wall. I really struggled to hit the target on this one. Finally made our way to the top of the mansion to get the item, skull and crossbones there, and as with everything in this level, as soon as you go to pick any sort of pickup up, enemies appear and spawn, and they're all tough in this one. Making our way to the exit here, loads of enemies spawning again, all of them requiring a headshot to take out. And to add to it, some of the enemies that need headshots now are now carrying shotguns as well. Again, drain your health if they get you at close range, especially these ones here. This one to exit level underneath the gallows. Next level here, the docks, second to last level, set in the year 2000. This one's quite a simple one. A few turrets on the wall, enemies ranging everywhere. Simply go and grab the item and make it to the end of the docks. Grabbing the item in this one, a well protected room. 5 enemies all in here ducked behind. There is some body armour there that you can grab for the exit, because you know as soon as you grab this item, enemies will spawn everywhere, especially on your way to the exit. There's the briefcase. Get the body armour here first, grab the item and then make our charge to the exit. And here we are on the final level spaceway set in 2035. International spaceport, just like your normal airports. This mission, simply grab your duty free and get to the rocket to escape. This mission, like every other, lots of enemies about, turrets in the air. Quite a simple one for the final level of the game. Well, if you've made it to the end of this video, thanks for sticking around and watching it. I'll give this game about 6 out of 10 for enjoyability and 5 out of 10 for difficulty. If you want to catch me on the next one, the next game will be chosen at random. If you like the video, please give it a like and I'll catch you on the next one.